Hello everybody, welcome to this wonderful, basically, this is going to be a poker video. It's going to be a very, late night poker, so it's going to be basically defeat the odds poker game, you know how it is. But this is how it seems to be in that way. Remember that it's going to be very interesting indeed, because that's the way it kind of happens, this is the way it kind of goes, so, if you're understanding about the late night poker, illustration, it's basically on how it is, whether you know are from and what's and basically which time zone that you're in, right? So it seems to be that way, and whether it seems to be good, but this is the way it kind of looks and how it seems to be in that way, and I think that the way of how it seems to be, I guess. Basically, the way of how this is in that way. Basically, it seems to be that in that experience where everything is in that moment. So everything is going to be crystal clear. Everything is going to be in that way, and you think, okay, well, this is the way it goes. This is the way of how it seems to be, right? So whether if you like to play poker or not, you are basically in tune of what's going on in that situation, and whether it is very interesting indeed. And you think, okay, well, it's going to be very interesting. This is how I'm going to do it. This is the way of how it goes, because that's the way it is. And you think that, alright, well, I know what to do. I got this. I know how I can understand it, because that's the way it seems to be, right? So whether it is very how it is, when you're feeling very confident, and whenever you're feeling that everything seems to be all good, everything has to be in that way, and you think that, okay, well, this thing's fine, dandy, what have you. But you have to understand about this is just the way it goes. This is the way of how it seems to be. This is the way it needs to be in that way, right? So this is not a short and sweet, but this is the way it kind of concludes in that way, right? So this is the way it kind of goes. So this is late night poker after all, and this is the way it seems to be. So you have to understand that this is the way it seems to be in that way, and you think, okay, well, this is how it seems to be in that way, and this is how it kind of is in that moment, and this is the way it kind of goes, right? That's the way it seems to be. So in theory, that's the way it kind of is in that moment, and that's how it seems to be in that way, and you have to understand that you do what you can, and how you can understand, and that's the way it seems to be in that way, right? So you have to do exactly what you're going to be. That's the way kind of how it is, and that's the way it kind of goes. So without further ado, without any introduction, is that I have the dealer button versus the dealer over here, right? This is the way it kind of goes. Plus, I have the Tim's card, because it would split up the cards up as well. And we're going to figure out who's going to go first. Basically, the Pokedex are on the left side, Zodiac is on the right side. Do not get confused about it, but that's how it seems to be. And this is the way it kind of goes. So, here we go. Alright, so let's see. The Pokedex guys have the 3 of clubs, Zodiac has the king clubs, so I'll go first. Alright. Zodiac will get 7 cards. 7 cards, and Pokedex will get 6 cards. Let's see what's going on. So the 10, 6 of diamonds, 7, 4 of spades, 10, 4 of clubs, and queen of hearts. So that's not bad for me. That's really not bad. And let's see what the Pokedex have. We guys have the 8, 10 of spades, 2 of clubs, 10, 6, 4 of hearts. So basically all the 10s are out. Oh my god. So there's 10s here and there's 10s here. Wow. So all the 10s are out. Wow. That's very interesting. And the flop. Flop is 5, 2, queen, all diamonds. Turn. 9 diamonds. And 7 of hearts. Flush against the straight. And now it's 1 point for Zodiac, 0 points for Zodiac. And the flop is 7 diamonds, king, 2 of hearts. Turn, jack of diamonds. And 7 of clubs. I have 3 count with a pair of 7s. Now it's 2 points for Zodiac, 0 points for Procounts. And here we go. The flop is 8, 3 of clubs, 2 of hearts. Turn. Ace of hearts. And 7 of clubs. And I believe that with 10 of flush defeats the Bogart's straight draws and all that stuff. Now it's basically 3 points for Zodiac, 0 points for the Bogart. And the flop is jack of clubs, 4 diamonds, ace of hearts. Turn. 3 diamonds. And jack of spades. I have a full house. Now it's 4 points for Zodiac, 0 points for both cards. And the flop is 7, 2, 8, all hearts. Both guys have a straight flush draw. Wow. Turn. Turns to jack clubs. And king of hearts. Both guys have a flush. Now it's 1 point for the Bogarts, 4 points for Zodiac. Let's see. And let's see. The flop is 7 of diamonds, 5 of clubs, king of diamonds. Turn. 9 of diamonds. And 7 of hearts. I have a 10 of flush. I also have a 3 of a pair of 7s. defeats pro gods is not high straight. Now it's 5 points with Zodiac, 1 point for the pro gods. Wow, beautiful start. It's a beautiful start indeed. So yes, we get 6 cards, progress, we get 7 cards. See what the pro gods have. Pro gods have the 2, 5, Queen of Clubs, King, 9 of Diamonds, 7 of Hearts, 10 of Spades. So that's what they have. Let's see what I have. I have the 10, 7 of Diamonds, 4, 6, 10 of Hearts, 8 of Spades. That's not bad for me. And let's see. Flop is Ace of Clubs, 4 of Spades, 6 of Diamonds. Turn. Ace of Spades. And King of Spades. Basically, I have basically 10s and aces. I have 2 pair. Pro guys kind of missed with their pair of kings. Now it's 6 points for Zodiac, 1 point for pro gods. And the flop is Jack of Clubs, 2 of Hearts, Jack of Clubs, 2 Jack of Hearts. Turn. Now clubs. And Ace of Diamonds. I have basically 10s and jacks again. Pro guys have 9s and 2s, but can't defeat the pair of jacks, so now it's 6 plus 1 is 7 points for Zodiac, 1 point for the pro guys. Wow. And let's see. The flop is Queen of Diamonds, King of Clubs, 8 diamonds. Turn. 2 of Spades. And Ace of Hearts. And pro guys have kings and queens. They have 2 pair. I missed my straight draw. Now it's 2 points for pro guys, 7 points for Zodiac. And here is the flop. Flop is 5 of Hearts, 2 of Spades, 8 diamonds. Turn. 4 diamonds. And 5 of Spades. Pro guys have the 5-2 full house. That defeats my 6 high straight, my 8 high straight. Now it's 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 points for the pro guys, 7 points for something else. is 9 of hearts, 5 of spades, king of hearts. Turn. 9 of clubs. And 3 of clubs. So you guys have the king 9 full house. Defeats my straight draw. Now it's 4 points to the guys, 10 points for something else. And let's see. Flop is 5 of hearts, 9 of clubs, king of hearts. Turn. 3 hearts. And jack of diamonds. I have the 10-9 flush, but I guess have the king of straight. Flush defeats the king of straight. Now it's 8 points for Zodiac, 4 points for Pogots. Wow. More shuffle. So I'll do 7 cards, focus will get 6 cards. Let's see what I have. So I have the ace, 8 of spades, 2, 10, ace of hearts, 9 diamonds, and 3 of clubs. So I got a pair of aces, I got, that's what I have. Let's see what's going on here. First have the king, jack of spades, ace, 10, 7 of clubs, and queen of hearts. So basically, they have one of my aces, I have their spades down, they have clubs, I have hearts. So this is going to be very interesting indeed. And the flop. Flop is 4 of clubs, jack of hearts, jack of clubs. Turn. 5 of hearts. And 3 of hearts. Plug guys have 3 of a kind with a pair of jacks. I got an ace high flush. An ace high flush defeats it with an ace high straight. Now it's 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 points for Zodiac, 4 points for Pogots. And let's see. The flop is king, 4 diamonds, 3 spades. Turn. 5 diamonds. And 9 clubs. Basically I have the 2, 3, 4, 5 ace, ace high straight again. So now it's 10 points for Zodiac, 4 points for Pogots. flop. Flop is 4 diamonds, 5 of hearts, jack of clubs. Turn. 5 of diamonds. And 4 of spades. I have aces and 5s. Pro guys kind of missed with their straight draw. Now it's 11 points for Zodiac, 4 points for the pro guys. And here we go. The flop is 10 of spades, 5 of diamonds, jack of clubs. Turn. 5 of spades. And 7 of spades. I have an ace high flush. I also have a jack high straight. Everything else, so now that must be at least 12 points for Zodiac, 4 points for the pro guys. Let's see what's going on here. And the flop, let's see. Flop is 10 of diamonds, 5 of hearts, 4 of spades. Turn. Jack of clubs. And 4 of hearts. And I believe that aces and 4s defeats the jacks and 10s, yep. Now it's 13 points for Zodiac, 4 points for the pro guys. See, I can see the difference there because now everything is going to be different now, right? Which means that your opponent has more cards than you. And you know, that's the way it kind of looks like. You know, so you're trying to figure out, okay, well, this is the way it kind of attunes the situation, right? It's like how you can do it, how you can, you know, how you can understand that. That's the way it goes. So you're trying to figure out what's going on in that way. You're trying to understand about what's going on in that direction. So you're trying to like do what you can and that's what kind of how you can do that in a way, right? So you're trying to figure out, alright, well, this is how it seems to be, this is the way it looks, right? So you need to understand about how it is in that way and think, okay, well, this is the way it needs to be. See, it's like how you can understand about what's going on in that way. That's how it is, right? So you have to believe that in one way or another. And you think, okay, well, this is the way it needs to be in that way. And that's how it needs to be, right? That's the way it needs to be in that moment, right? So you have to do exactly what you do, but that's how it kind of is, right? Brothers will get 7 cards, so yes, will get 6 cards. Right, so it will be Progress has the 5, 8 of spades, 10, 6, 2 of diamonds, 7 clubs, and Queen of hearts. So, you know, they have spades, they have diamonds, like they have everything. Let's see what I have, shall we? I have the 4, 7 of diamonds, 3, 10 of clubs, 9 of hearts, and king of spades. Basically, I have diamonds and clubs. They have diamonds and clubs as the pro gods, but that's how it seems to be in that way. So it's like, it's going to be very interesting indeed, right? Here's the first flop. Flop is king of hearts, 4 of spades, 9 of clubs. Turn. 5 of hearts. And 10 of spades. I have kings and tens, defeats the tens and fives of pro gods, and now it's 14 points for Zodiac, 4 points for the pro gods. And here we go. Flop is 5 of diamonds, queen, 9 of spades. Turn. 9 of diamonds. And 2 of spades. Pro-gods have the 8 high flush, defeats my 3 of a kind with a pair of 9s. God dang it. That wasn't good. So that must be at least 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 points. The pro gods, 14 points for Zodiac. And here we go. Flop is 2 of spades, king of clubs, 3 of spades. Turn. Ace hearts. And 8 of clubs. I have kings and 3s. Pro guys kind of miss with their, they only have 8s and 2s. They kind of missed everything, so that must be at least, I think it's 15 points. Yeah, 15 points for Zodiac, 5 points for pro gods. Wow. Now I'll do a new flop. So this is going to be very interesting indeed. If you're see what was going on with that result of how it is, this is what it's going to be in that way. So let's see. So here we go. And the flop is jack of diamonds, king of clubs, 10 of spades. Turn. King of hearts. And 5 of hearts. Pro guys gonna miss with their 2 pair. Pro guys Zodiac has the king 10 full house. 16 points for Zodiac, 5 points the full gods. Did you see that? That was a very different flop, wasn't it? Yeah. I'll do one more. So it's going to be like this. So there we go. And then there. And there. And not like that. And here we go. Flop is Ace of Hearts, Ace of Clubs, Ace of Spades. Turn. Six of Hearts. And Queen of Spades. Progress of the Queen, 6 full house. And now it's 6 points for both gods. 16 points for Zodiac. So you can see that, right? That's the way of how that new flop is, right? So let's see. Let's see what the pro guys are going to do, because they're going to have more cards than me. So yeah, so we get 5 cards, pro guys will get 7 cards. So let's see what's going to happen for the big finale. Players have the King, Queen, Ace of Spades, Ace, 6, 4 of Clubs, and 6 of Hearts. So that's what they have. Let's see what I have. I have the 9 clubs, 2, 7 spades, 7 hearts, 4 diamonds. So basically I only got spades, but the pro guys took my spades out. So this is going to be very interesting indeed. So let me do that new flop, shall we? And here we go. The flop is 6 diamonds, 5 of spades, 10 of clubs. The turn, 10 of diamonds. And Queen of Hearts. Pro guys have the 6, 10 full house. Now it's 7 points for pro guys, 16 points for Zodiac. Here we go, the second round. Just got a new flop. And here we go. The flop is 5, 10 of spades, 2 of clubs. Turn. Ace diamonds. And King of diamonds. I kind of missed my straight draw. Pro guys have top tip pair of aces. Now that must be 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 points for the polka guy, 16 points for Zodiac. And there we go, one more. And the last one. And the flop. Flop is 2 hearts, 5 diamonds, 8 spades. Turn. 5 spades. And 10 of clubs. Now I can't do it because I have 7s and 5s, but polkas have aces and 5s. Yep, so they freaking have 2 pair. That defeats me. And now it's 9 points for the polka, 16 points for Zodiacs. Wow. So, you know, this is the way it kind of implies of the situation. And, you know, that's the way it kind of goes in that way. But you know what? I'll do one more. I'll do one more. Last one. And here we go. Flop is Jack, Ace, spades, 2 diamonds. Turn. Check our hearts. And 9 of hearts. Have 9s and 2s, but polkas have aces and jacks. So basically that'll be 10 points for polka, 16 points for Zodiac. So, you know, that's the way it kind of concludes in this way. Basically it has to be in that way, in that format, in that, you know, formula of how it is. And you think that everything seems to be fine, dandy, what have you. But you know what? That's the way it goes. That's how, you know, we understand what's going on, right? Because that's the way it seemed to be. And I hope you all like this fantastic, you know, late night poker kind of thing. And I hope you extremely, you know, how you can believe it in order to understand that. But that's how it seemed to be. So I hope you all like my different flops that I did. Remember that this is called Defeat the Odds Poker Game. You know, that's the way it goes. It's similar to poker, but it's a different way, and a different how it is in that way. So that's how it is at the moment, and that's how it seems to be, right? So that's the way it kind of goes from there in that perspective, and the way of how this is, the way of how I can understand and you know, how I can understand the way it goes. That's the way it seems to be in that way, and that's how it kind of goes in that way. But I hope you all enjoy it. That's how it seems to be in that way, And remember that, this is the way it goes in that way, right? It's the way of how you can do your own mathematics, and it's very good. It was a very close game in that way, but you know what? Pro guys can't always win. I can't always win, but you know what? It all depends what the cards are ending up being, right? That's the way it goes. But that's how it seems to be. So I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you all like it and understand it. But that's how it's going to be in that way. But that's how it kind of remains. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I will see you next time in that way. And enjoy, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Really, thank you, and bye.